tough game tonight. Lock in.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
At the point, 6'7".
It's time for the NBA Live. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Hansen is out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Mobo in at the power forward position.
Well, look, give White credit. He took the contact well and just powered through it.
Hansen the pass to Dick. Here's Hansen. Covered by MP. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Barrett. Pass to Mobo. Dick up top. Light covering. Back to Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hansen. That three off the mark. Right side, White. MP outside. Porzingis against Pirtle. Snatched away. Here's Hansen. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. To the inside. Kept alive. Jacks up a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Round kicks to MP. Outside, White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Back to MP. Shot clock at 5. White, good. White's got his second basket.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Celtics. In 4th, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
And Toronto making a change here. Bernard's checked in. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Dick. White covering. Good. Dick's got 5 now.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
MP outside. It's White on the wing. Dick with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Hurdle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. To Porzingis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Here's Bernard. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. And Boston with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Here's Hansen, covered by MP. Driving in, Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms. Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Hansen. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to MP. Brown outside. Latre. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pirtle with a screen on MP. Here's Hansen. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Bernard. Dick with it. Light covering. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Detroit had a huge game. He ended up with 62 points, and per usual, he was a monster on the glass, picking up pretty much every board that came his way. A fantastic performance from him, something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Screen by MP. And it's White missing. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Hansen. Porzingis with the block. Now Brown. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Dick. Pirtle, high post. Outside, Barrett. Back to Pirtle. Here's Dick. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Now that's how you finish off an alley-oop. Outstanding initiative by Porzingis there.
Here's Hansen. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. To the paint. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Barrett. That's 7 points for Grady Dick. And so, MP will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Brown outside. Drills it from outside.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pirtle with a screen on MP. Here's Hansen. Covered by MP. Pirtle sets the pick for Barrett. To the middle. Dick in the corner. Here's Bernard. No scoring in this one. Pass to Pirtle. The Raptors need to get a shot at. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Davis is checked in for Brown. Raptors also changing it up. Bridges, he's checked in for Burke. Williams comes in for Dick. And quickly in for Hansen.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Bernard. Now Bridges, he's guarded by Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. With every passing season, Quickly's roll.
Substitution on the court.
Here's White. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And there's Porzingis. Then it's MP. And it's Walsh in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Porzingis. 9 points in the game so far. MP, no good. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Williams. The putback. Pass to Dick. Now, here's Quickly. 6 to shoot. With some arc, and the basket is good. Quickly's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Toronto. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. MP dishes to White. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Quickly. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. Hansen comes in for Quickly. Celtics leading by 10. Pass to MP. It's White on the wing. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul him.
At the line for 2 shots.
That one is no good. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
The Celtics making a switch here. Puff's jacked in. Now, here's MP. Scoreless thus far.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with a dunk.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. All right, a chance to check out stats for R.J. Barrett.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The 3-ball. Rebounded by Yang.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brown the pass to Yang. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. There's the 3. Good on the triple. Barrett's got 5.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Walsh. MP with it. Now here's White. Dick defending. Yang pass to Brown. And Poeltl sends it back. And it's Dick at the elbow. He gets that one. He's got 9.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
At the elbow, it's MP. White with it. MP sets the screen for White. Back to MP. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Barrett. It's hauled in by Huff. Celtics leading by 9. Brown the pass to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Here's Hansen. He picked up 18 points in the last one against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Onside, Barrett. From the arc. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Screen by MP. Pass to White. And Poeltl sends it back. Here's Hansen. To the middle. Here's Poeltl. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now a moment to see the stats for White. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 9 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him. And that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your abilities.
Boston leading by 7. MP finds White. White gets the screen from Yang. Celtics passing it around. White the pass to Walsh. And here is Brown. Here's White. And another miss by Boston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hansen. Drains the three-pointer. Hansen's got 7.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
MP sets the screen for Brown. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with him.
Pass to Hansen. To the inside. Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Screen by Pirtle. Dick passes to Pirtle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Down kicks to MP. And MP attacks the rim.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Hansen. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Hansen. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, I'm not sure there's a unanimous choice. Makes it tough on the voters. And in our game with the Raptors, a close, entertaining first half.
I like their approach on the board. To get in there, establish position, aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it, by being more active and more physical than the other team.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Barrett. And checking out. Out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Dick is out there with Hansen. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mobo in at the 4. Now, here's Barrett. Back to Poeltl. It's rebounded by Walsh. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's Brown missing. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's MP after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. The three. Brown, no good. Toronto trailing. Here's Dick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws. Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Hansen the pass to Barrett. Here's Hansen. And the rejection by MP.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Pass to Dick. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Brown. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. That's now 22 points for Jaylen Brown. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, Dick. Back to Barrett. Shoots over Brown. Barrett, no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Davis kicks to Brown. MP dishes to Davis. Shoots the three. And it's White missing. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Barrett. And nothing has fallen for him right now. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Walsh can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Barrett with the bounce pass. Hurdle with a screen on Brown. Barrett for 3. Hands it from downtown. Barrett's got 11 points.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Yang. MP going right to the rim.
Well, that's on the defense there. When you give MP this kind of positioning inside, he's going to slam it.
Pass to Hansen. Here's Barrett. Some solid defense from Brown.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Yang. Here's Walsh. MP finds White. Got a hand on it. Barrett with the ball. He's got 11. Now Dick. Left side, Barrett. Back to Dick. Pass to Mobo. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Hansen. And the rejection by MP. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Walsh. Brown outside. MP with a screen on Barrett. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Dick passes to Hansen. Barrett wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
They get it again. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 25 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Toronto turns it over again. And some changes here for the Celtics. Buffs jacked in, and it's Holiday in for Derek White. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. They set the screen. Yang pass to Huff. Back to MP. Pass to Brown. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Dick, guarded by Holiday. Here's Hansen. 5 to shoot. Ball stolen. Brown inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Brown's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
Pass to Mobo. Down low. Here's Hansen. This one for three. Tipped away. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 11.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him.
And the dunk by MP.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Here's Walsh, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Yang pass to Huff. Kicks it out to MP. Screen by MP. Austin needs to get off a shot. There's Brown with the three. Bang. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Hansen the pass to Dick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Dick with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Now here is Holiday. Nothing on the board. For Barrett. Boston again missing. And And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 5. Barrett against Brown. Williams kicks to Quickly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Quickly's got 11.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
To the paint, here's Yang. Inside, MP gets it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Toronto with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Dick passes to Williams. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Bernard. Clock at 6. Quickly finds Barrett. Back to Quickly. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 4. And here is MP. Barrett covering. MP no good. Raptors shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. It's deflected. It's stolen by Brown. Here's MP. Bernard grabs the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. And here's Barrett. 16 points for him. Here's Dick. It's hauled in by Huff.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Holiday dishes to MP. The kick out to Brown. Pass to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. Quickly covering. Boston again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Williams scanning the floor. Now, here's Quickly. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bridges sets the screen for Quickly. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
They've got MP. Jaylen Brown out there with Holiday. And it's Huff in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Bernard. A three-pointer is right on target. Bernard's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Quickly the pass to Bernard. Fades and shoots. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Inside, it's intercepted. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. He's looking for MP and finds him.
Well, another assist in the career of Holiday. We've seen him run point for a long time.
Quickly looking it over. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Here's Yang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
And Toronto will go for a different look here.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Dick. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in.
Number 27, Jose Alvarado.
6 to shoot. Here's Hansen. Another shot. And Pirtle lays it up and in. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Outside Williams. Pass to Barrett. Here's Hansen. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Dick. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's MP. Rebound by the Raptors. Now here's Williams. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's the fast break. Hansen the pass to Williams. Here's Hansen. Screen by Pirtle. Down low. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Yang passes to Huff. Screen by MP. Looking to end the run. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 14. Dick, that's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brown the pass to Yang. Dick with the steal. Williams with a clean look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.